if you thought movies of this year. There are some good movies that come out there are a lot of good movies that came out this year, of course. But of course, we can't forget about the bad eggs like Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Glass was not that great. Oh, no. Actually, Glass was not that bad. Okay, that was a different movie. Captain Marvel was terrible. The Dumbo remake was terrible. Hellboy was garbage. But now we have a movie about everybody's least favorite politician, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And yes, the critics, their bias has been proven with this movie. They'll give this 100%, but not Avengers Endgame. There's no bad reviews about this movie. I wonder why. Is it because Disney's paying them to give this movie good reviews? Okay? Like, when you look at the user reviews, it's only 45%, so why would anyone want to see this, okay? And then, basically, all the critics are giving it 100%. At 6.8% on IMDb, which is likely the Ocasio-Cortez. So his followers probably giving it all 10 out of 10s. It's basically about how Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez how she overcame these things and how she overcame this stuff. Yeah, this movie was no. Well, can you get worst movies of 2018? Top 10 worst movies of 2018. You look at the Sonic movie, a movie that's not even out. Ruined Sonic. No, it's still better than this movie. Yes, I would rather watch the Sonic remake, the Sonic movie, than watch this movie ever again. Or watch Captain Marvel again than watch this. Or watch even movies from other years like Atomic Blonde. I'd rather watch that like 80 times than watch this piece of trash ever again. Basically, this is another movie but that the critics love because they're paid and bought for. Okay? This is proof that the critics are absolute biased. Okay? Their political motivations are clear. Anything about Donald Trump or anything promoting Donald Trump. Let's just look at the movie A Death of a Nation. I know it's not the best example. It's a movie about Donald Trump, and 89% of people liked it. And guess what these critics gave it? A 0%. You gotta see how real clearly biased Rotten Tomatoes is. They're really giving a movie saying how great Donald Trump is a 0%, but then they'll give a movie 100% praising Ocasio-Cortez as proof that the critics are politically biased. Okay, they're no longer hiding it. They're no longer hiding it. Anything that is promoting Donald Trump or demonizing Hillary Clinton, because that guy made another one, Dennis Del Souza. He is the same guy who made the Trump movie. Only 4%. Only 4%. And basically, it's a movie literally criticizing Hillary Clinton and the Democrats. Yes, a movie criticizing the Democrats. And yes, it only got 4% because the critics are Democrats too. Basically, the critics are basically just a bunch of politically biased people who do not care about film. Okay? They do not care about movies. They only care about diversity. They only care about the politics. They don't care about the movie anymore. That's why they gave movies like Black Klansman best nominations. Black Klansman is a movie, but they'll give it a 10 out of 10 because it's a movie about black struggle. Or how to give Black Panther a Best Picture nomination, even though it's one of the weaker MCU movies due to having really laughable not special effects, CGI, or how Black Panther has a pretty flat story, and how Black Panther is one of the most boring. His personality is like one of the most generic and most boring personalities ever. And the only good part of Black Panther is that villain. You gotta be kidding me. That, and you know what movies have, the Avengers Endgame has a lower score than the movie about Ocasio-Cortez, because that's what they would rather watch. The critics would rather watch anything about Ocasio-Cortez. You know what I'm surprised? And the critics, of course, will do anything to try to close up the bias, because The Sun is also a style. It's a movie about illegal immigration and how people should care about each other. The message that the critics are that they always preach. They always preach. They always preach these same messages. There's the state of American entertainment. Anything that is opposing to them, anything that is, I gotta see what score the Mule got. I'm very interested to see what that got. 69%. That's surprising. But the fact that the critics would rather give a movie about Ocasio-Cortez, no, I'm not. The fact that they'll give a movie about Ocasio-Cortez, 100%. Or they'll give a movie about criticizing Obama, a 26%. Even though this movie wasn't really that great to begin with, but this is a movie about Obama. And what could have happened if Obama... Of course, this movie isn't that great, because none of this stuff really happened. The World War III, there was a movie about, World War III was going to happen if Obama get elected again. And we all know World War III didn't happen, but come on. The critics, they'll give this 100%. They won't give Alita, Avengers, any other good movie 100%. But they'll give a movie about, but they'll damn well they'll give a movie about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and how great she is 100%. So, critics are now apps. After the Alita movie and Venom gained such bad reviews by critics, the critics could not. I do not trust any of these critics anymore, and this is just another example of why critics cannot be trusted. Critics just have these critics now don't really criticize movies. They look for diversity. They look for inclusion. They look for politics. Any jabs at Donald Trump they can find, and that's why companies are including this stuff in the movies, okay? That's why they're including this stuff in the movies, because these stupid critics will give this good reviews. And now let's go back to the great example. The great example that started it all. Yes, The Last Jedi. Yes, The Last Jedi got 91%, but only 44% people liked it. This movie was very political. It was also diverse. So of course the critics gave it 91%. Was the plot line good? No! The plot line was terrible. The story was awful and boring. No, it had diversity in it. Let's give The Last Jedi a 91%. Yes. They'll give The Last Jedi a 91%. A 91%. You gotta be kidding me. They'll give this a 91%. Even I bet it's because Disney is paying them. But if you look at any movies praising Donald Trump or Republicans, you will know that the critics will give movies that are about Donald Trump or about how great Trump is. And the funny thing is that Donald Trump actually endorsed A Death of a Nation, the movie. Or let's go to the movie Unplanned. Another movie that was against abortion. 48%. But yeah, a movie about Ocasio-Cortez, one of the worst politicians, has 100%. I'm surprised it doesn't have a 0% like A Death of a Nation does. Like, it's proof that like, they're even trying to advertise this movie to you. The Sun is also a style, a movie about illegal immigration and stuff, and how we should all love illegal immigrants no matter what. But there is some hope. Movies like John Wick 3 are still getting good reviews, and Avengers Endgame still got good reviews, regardless. It's the fact that the critics, and you know what? The critics are giving these diverse movies, and all these diverse movies, and all these movies about inclusion, diversity, and all this stuff. Guess what? The Intruder, A Son is Also a Style, and The Hustle all have bad reviews. All don't have favorable reviews. Token, a Christian movie that has all the actually it has a good reviews. Never mind. But you guys see, Breakthrough is another movie about a Christian movie. When basically the critics try to tell you, oh, this movie is so great because it has. Even the critics are starting to hate these movies. Because that's all Hollywood cares about, is their diversity. They don't care about anything else. So, I think I found the absolute worst movie of 2019. It's even worse than Hellboy. It's even worse than this. It's even worse than Hellboy. It's even worse than Captain Marvel. So yes, now we know the absolute worst film of the year. The fact that the critics are trying to shove this movie down your throat and trying to tell you it's a must-see of the year is proof that the critics have fallen. It cannot be trusted any more longer. Every time this happens, the critics will be exposed. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and goodbye.